common problem we see is that someone has a giant document like this one with multiple different invoices, receipts, multi-page invoices, and they need to process all of these. Well, what you don't want to do is have to go through cutting out each document one by one and processing them. Instead, you can use something called the Veryfi document splitter to process this entire PDF all at once. Here's how to do it. We're going to start off on our Veryfi home screen. We're going to go to Settings, and we're going to go to Keys. This requires a little bit of setup, but the first thing to do is you're going to need a webhook URL. Now, if you don't have one, you can either set one up on your own end, or you can go to somewhere like webhook.site where you can get a free one. Once you have your URL though, you're going to copy it, you're going to go back, and you're going to paste it and hit save. Now we're ready to get started. So go to Interactive API, go to Document Set Async, and this is a place where you can test out all of Veryfi's different services inside your browser. So go ahead to Authentication, hit Set Keys Automatically. This just fills in your API keys so you can make these requests. And the particular endpoint we're looking at is this post request. Scrolling down, we get to this request section. We're going to switch this over to multi-part form data. And this is a place where you can enter in all of the different parameters. All we really need to worry about is this file section. So let's choose that giant document PDF, and now we'll hit try. This sends the request, and if we wait for a little bit, we'll get back confirmation that this is in progress. There we go. This is the request ID. If we go back to our webhook, we will eventually see a list of document IDs once they're done processing. Depending on how many documents, this could take maybe 30 seconds to a minute. For us, we had around 11 documents, and it took us about 30 seconds. Now let's check out the different documents we got back in these IDs. We'll start by going back to our inbox. And we can see that we have our newly processed documents. I believe the first one was this invoice here. If we open it up, we have all of our information. Same thing for this receipt. And you can see, even though we didn't tell it we had a multi-page invoice, it actually figured it out, and we have our 2-page invoice processed here. And you'll find that it's the same story for all of these different documents. And so that's how you can take a giant document like this and process everything at once super easily.